Ever heard of the song Devil in a Blue Dress? Well, today we re-gone now talk about one of the catchiest songs ever written and also one of the most controversial. So let's get started. The song was written by a songwriter named Danny Chess, and it was first recorded by a blues singer named Betty LaVette in 1963. But the version that everybody knows is the one that Elvis Presley recorded for his 1961 album Blew Away. Now, the song starts off pretty innocently, with Elvis singing about how he saw a devil in a blue dress dancing at a party. And the devil just kept getting hotter and hotter until, well, you know, she took off all her clothes. Now, the thing about this song is that it was considered to be extremely risque when it first came out because, well, it was basically about a woman who dances provocatively and then takes off her clothes. And so, naturally, the censors at the BBC banned it from the radio. But that didn't stop Elvis from performing it live or from including it in his movies. And over the years, many other artists have recorded the song, including Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. But today we're going to look at the original version by Betty LaVette. So here's the story. Betty LaVette was a 24-year-old singer when she first recorded Devil in a Blue Dress. She had already had some success with her previous single, My Man, He's a Loving Man, which had made it to number 38 on the Billboard Hot 100. But Devil in a Blue Dress was a different kind of song. It was a little bit more rock and roll, a little bit more in your face. And it was definitely not what people were expecting from Miss LaVette. In fact, when she first started performing the song live, she would often get heckled by people in the audience. But Miss LaVette didn't care. She knew that she was singing a good song, and that's all that mattered. So what's the story behind the song? Well, as it turns out, Danny Chess, the songwriter, had actually written it about a real woman he had seen dancing at a party. He said that she was the most beautiful thing he had ever seen and that he was completely captivated by her. And so he wrote the song as a tribute to her, you know, without mentioning any names. But the woman in question eventually found out about the song, and she was furious. She felt that Danny had written it about her, and she was not flattered. In fact, she was so angry that she broke off their engagement, but Danny didn't care. He knew he had written a hit song, and that's all that mattered to him. So there you have it, the story behind one of the catchiest and most controversial songs ever written. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Let's Get Naughty. If you did, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay classy, my friends.